great to come back to this center. Specifically, I was talking to Paulo. I was asking him when did we first come to the park. You can, each one of you can think about. It's a legendary place. We have seen so many things here over the years, and really great to see you all here. Though I'm not right now directly connected to IT and this domain, but Dr. Sahu makes it a point to bring me back every time. So great seeing you all. Today he wanted me to talk about specifically you can say if I sum it up, one word or one phrase, it is digital twin. So I'll talk about a little bit of that in my presentation, but I'll start by asking you how many of you have heard of the first AI-driven smart village called Satnavali. Have you heard of Satnavali? Smart village very near to Nagpur. Have you heard of it? Did you Google ever? So, what is that they are doing? Have you recently actually closely followed how Mumbai managed this year's Ganpati Bappa, the whole celebration? Have you closely followed it? Other than big people actually seeking more money by, just shaking their hands like anything. आपने तो बहुत दिया है और भी दीजिए. तो इसके अलावा और कुछ आपने देखा है? Yeah. See, in recent weeks, the Mumbai AI-guided Ganpati procession was the most important thing that has happened. If you really look into, they have used more than 22,000 bot-driven, versatile, sensor-based CCTVs and 47,000 fixed CCTVs. So nearly 70,000 CCTVs actually created a digital twin, and that's why they have brought down the procession conversion. Have you heard of this in Ganapati celebration? In Mumbai, the problem is दो प्रोसेशन दोनों साइड से आते हैं और वो मिल जाते हैं, उससे बहुत मुठभेड़ होती है. तो प्रोसेशन कन्वर्शन, as Arindam is working on face off and using CCTV and all, so that is also a conversion. We are looking into a world where we are seeing that Google is showing the road ahead of me is red, but I am seeing it clean. Why? Because Google is bringing this conversion mechanism and understanding how from other roads this traffic could merge before you in the next 30 seconds. So that's why it is actually giving you a predestined alert that it is going to be red, but you are seeing it green. So this is, my dear friends, the life of digital twin. So let us actually look into what is today's this connected India. India's digital backbone is actually the digital public infrastructure. The digital public infrastructure, look into this state only. In 2021, we had this state data center policy. And today, we have 8 completed, data centers with controllers here. Where is controllers? So very recently, 2 weeks back or something like that, they opened their, inaugurated their data center. So 8, hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
So they are one of the 8 who have completed and brought out. So 18 data centers are in different stages of completion. This is public infrastructure, digital public infrastructure. This is of this state, so consider, extrapolate it to the entire country, what is happening. So the main backbone is the digital backbone, and this is digital public infrastructure, and the most important thing that is driving is the validation factor. The Aadhaar is the point of validation, and the delivery is the UPI. There are just the examples. There are many more. I have just named two. So the beauty is in scalable adoption through open standards. आपके पास कोई ऐप है, हमारी API ले लीजिए, API सेतु से बना दीजिए, solution डाल दीजिए, कोई रोक नहीं रहा है. Even FaceOff has opened up a lot of services. Have you seen FaceOffs? No. Arindam will be definitely presenting. No. बता देना इन लोगों को कैसे आपने already अपने वेबसाइट में डाल दिया है. They can utilize that. DPI is a model of cyber-physical interaction, this integration. Professor Chakraborty was talking about, how this is going to disrupt. Actually, how is it going to disrupt? This entire two-factor, three-factor, multi-factor authentication will be completely disrupted by quantum computing. So we need to start thinking about post-quantum era. जब तक क्वांटम हमारे पास नहीं है तब हम इसके बारे में नहीं सोचेंगे. हम सोचेंगे ये जब आएंगे उसके बाद क्या. If we don't think the post quantum, and for this we need digital public infrastructure, and that is what we have. Digital twins for manufacturing, smart cities, disaster resilience. आप सोचिए बनारस क्या क्या है. बनारस, काशी, बनारस is actually, it has created a complete infrastructure to do away with, inundation, because it is one of the oldest cities in the world, and you cannot just destroy it, create sewerage and rebuild it. Not possible. So क्या किया जाए? Even Kolkata municipality has done that. So you have created a lot of, put a lot of sensors with the CCTV feeds. You are creating a digital twin, and you are creating an alert. Very simple. So digital twin is the tomorrow, and the emerging technologies driving this convergence is 5G and beyond. How many of you are really thinking about using 5G in your own, society? That means the housing society that you are living. Have you thought of using 5G there? Please ask any LLM how you can leverage 5G in your housing society and have a very dedicated, connected ecosystem where nobody could eavesdrop. Think about it. And if you can do it yourself, this could be a business model. Then you can sell it on. Metaverse. अरे हम सैर के लिए इतना कुछ बात कर रहे हैं. We have actually, when we were going through our this teens or just coming into our colleges, we had a movie called Sir. है ना? याद है किसी को? Yes, Sir. So when they talk about Sir, I always think about that movie. And I'm thinking, what is the problem? लफड़ा क्या है Sir? बताइए. देखिए मैं तो एक सोशल एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर हूँ और ये ERO का रोल मैंने बहुत साल प्ले किया. लफड़ा क्या है? लफड़ा ये है कि आपकी पूरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है एक क्वाशी जुडिशियल अथॉरिटी, यानी कि आप सुन सकते हैं और किसी का नाम ऐड कर सकते हैं और डिलीट कर सकते हैं. यू कैन डिस्पोज इट ऑफ विदाउट गिविंग अदर पर्सन बियॉन्ड इनफ अपॉर्चुनिटी. है ना, बार बार सुनने की जरूरत नहीं है. गिव इनफ अपॉर्चुनिटी ऑफ बीइंग हर्ड, ऑडियो ऑल्टर पार्टन, और आप डिस्पोज कर दीजिए. This is how a name is entered or rejected or deleted from a electoral roll. यही तो हमारे पास ताकत है, उसको हमने इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं. वो गलती से किया, गलत किया तो हमारे ऊपर उसकी जो है पूरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है ना. तो प्रॉब्लम क्या है? आपके पास आकर के कोई बोल रहा है ये मेरी वाइफ है और मैंने इनको देखा है जन्म होते हुए. You know, I got that thing. A person was actually trying to enter his wife's name for 3 consecutive years. कर नहीं रहा था तो 3rd year में there was this thing कि if there is somebody who can vouch that yes मेरे होते हुए इनकी जन्म हुई, तो even without the birth certificate one can this thing. So somebody came with his wife और बोले कि मैंने देखा है, मेरे सामने इनकी जन्म हुई. तो see, and he is trying, he wrote everywhere and gives signatures and. So देखिए, here we can bring metaverse, and in metaverse you can actually have multiple, incursion of yourself as ERO, और आप एक साथ हजारों के संख्या में आप उसकी तो सुन सकते हैं, सुनाई हो सकती है. That is not a single one. That Professor Chakraborty is coming ki, my son is studying in IIT Kharagpur, why have you not entered his name in the electoral roll? So I would give him an opportunity, his son will come on Metaverse and my Metaverse avatar will talk to him and enter. Absolutely, and the entire, logical structures and the disposition, order sheet is in blockchain. No court of law can actually violate that. Nobody can challenge. So my dear friends, the digital public infrastructure is also metaverse of tomorrow, and that is coming up in a huge manner. And the 6G horizon. I would not talk much. You should also allow your LLMs to find out what is 6G and how they should work. So governance and standards. Dekhiye, we have Sandeep here. Sandeep for the last 9-10 years has been trying to tell me that बाकी सब फालतू है, सिर्फ standard important. If you don't have standard, you don't have validation. आपको कोई accept नहीं करेगा. But just see, do you give any damn importance to standard? So there, even the Kaleen that we export the world, they were first rejected for lack of standards. Because we cannot just tell that any child labor is affected with this making of Kaleen. So that's why many countries were not actually accepting our Kaleen until we certify that yes, there was no child labor involved. So that is standard. Similarly, the benchmark and the standards and the baselines of tomorrow is most important. As far as digital public infrastructure is concerned, if they are not up to a certain standard, no one will believe me. I can create a solution, but the world will not accept my solution if I don't actually comply to standards. Even in case of security, even OWASP for the last 9 years, the top 10 OWASP security misconfiguration has remained there in the top 10. But the easiest way to mitigate. Just go back and search. For the last 10 years, security misconfiguration has been there. But सबसे आसान है इसको mitigate करना. But we are not doing that. So the opportunities for Eastern India, to me, the smart urban ecosystem. You see traffic of Bangalore and you see traffic of Kolkata. Bangalore has expanded, concentrically. That means चारों तरफ बड़ा है. Kolkata के लिए possible नहीं है. The average speed in Kolkata is much more than average speed in Bangalore. Why it is that? Because of smart use of technology. Yesterday I was going deep into Newtown, the Rajarhat, and I saw a small mode that this junction was having 5 CCTVs. So, integration of technology and will and collective wisdom, all of this can actually create a solution, and this Eastern India would be your new destination for that. Adoption of MSMEs, one of the largest agglomeration of MSMEs in West Bengal, Odisha, Jharkhand and Bihar, Assam, all these regions are strewn with MSMEs. And yes, and inclusive innovation. So I'll just summarize by telling you that modernize physical systems with digital twins, leverage all emerging technologies, build with different standards keeping in mind, and definitely security by design, and apply learnings locally and go for global. Parting thoughts, imagine a city of the future where floods are predicted by digital twins, traffic lights adapt to human life, and students in remote village access world-class resources as easily as those in metros. This is not a science fiction, but a future within reach. The promise of connecting these worlds lies in creating a secure, inclusive, and sustainable society. That is my parting thoughts. Thank you very much. God bless you.